Hello guys, this is Boy Gardening. My name is Nigel. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a rather special video for you. I feel like I say this all the time, but yes, we are getting into different area subject for every season of life, I guess. But yes, today we're gonna talk about scamming, which I think it's like something that it's relatable for everybody, and for this series, yes guys, I'm gonna make this a series because you know what, we need to keep things shorter so that the files are not gonna take up too much space in my phone and computer. Okay, so yes, scamming. I'm gonna do a 3-part series. Hopefully each part is about 20 minutes or shorter, and I'm gonna talk about, first thing, how I almost got scammed. Oh my gosh, how I as a buyer almost got scammed. Second thing, how I was accused of scamming as a seller by some other seller. And then lastly, I think I'll talk about how I deal with people who might want to scam a plant or two out of me as a seller. So yes, this is going to be a 3-part series, and I hope that you would learn something from my little story time. I'm not trying to get anybody canceled. I'm not trying to expose anybody, right? This is just for sharing. This is just story time. And so if you want to key with me and look at some screenshots, baby, I will provide receipts, of course, like whatever identifying information, like like the headshot or the display pic will be taken away. But yes, there's no plans. There's no plans in this video. But I got receipts for you. I got screenshots for you. So if you want to just listen up and follow me on this crazy storytelling journey, keep on watching. But first guys, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. We have grown pretty well these couple of months as I push out videos. I was just at brunch with a friend, and she's like, "You've been posting a lot of videos, huh?" I'm like, yes. I was like, practice makes perfect. Yes. And so I feel like as I go along, I get better with editing. Like filming gets easier, talking to a camera is not as awkward, and I can do less editing. But also I want to be less filtered. I want to edit myself less. I want to be more unfiltered and real and raw with you guys. So yes, like and subscribe first, and we can go on. Okay guys, so in the last video we talked about how I, as a rare plant buyer, almost got scammed, or kind of got scammed. I got gaslit, and it was a very weird experience. It's not nice. I wouldn't wish it on even like my worst enemy. Yeah, you know what? Don't wish anybody bad. Karma is gonna get them. Karma is gonna get them. Life's gonna get them themselves. Okay. But yes, I'm going to talk about an experience of kind of misunderstanding. I would say misunderstanding. You know what? I'm just going to share the screenshots and talk it out. But basically, I feel like there are people who are trying to gatekeep. There are people who might be a little bit oppressive, might be a little bit jelly, and they use like some tactics to kind of like, I don't know if I can say this word, like cock block other sellers. Try to be very nitpick and argue about things that are like non-existent and also like non-consequential, to kind of like just mess with other people. Yes, so it has happened to me, and I believe it's just like a couple of individuals, and I think people are just, I don't know. People are just like whatever they are, whatever they are. I can only say like what I'm doing, right? What I, because like I don't want to project onto other people, even though they project onto me. I don't want to also like kind of like allege whatever that they have in their minds. But what I want to say is, for me, I conduct my business with like integrity and with honesty and with openness, and I want people to have a good time growing the plans that I created. That's it. That's all. That is all. Maybe I'll talk in another video about like fame, about how some plant influencers cannot or don't know how to deal with fame, and it came out in bad behaviors. Oh, I have the tea. I have the tea, honey. Cannot wait. Yeah. So, like we can talk about fame, and popularity kind of contests among like plant public figures, plant sellers, popular sellers, blah blah blah. Okay, so there's that part. But for me, like I think I'm bringing a lot of different new things into the Ethereum scene. When it comes to branding, when it comes to like giving good graphics, when it comes to like just storytelling, like I provide something that's very unique. And I think there's some critique that kind of allege that I'm trying to mislead people. And I gotta talk about that. We gotta talk about that. So there is an incident, okay? Of course, everything is going to be blanked out so that like this is not to get anybody canceled. But you know what? When some people provide me with content, like, girl, I gotta use my content, okay? So yes. So there are people who are very sensitive when it comes to like lineage, and then so I feel like maybe they think like I'm trying to mislead. I don't know, like they think that like whatever I'm doing, what my brand is about is like misleading to people. And of course I have arguments against that, but let's look at this conversation. When I was selling something, I just like say, oh, I'm selling this thing, right? There are people who are not going to participate with in your sales. Have you had this situation? Like you're trying to sell a plant, you're going to auction a plant, you're trying to do a purge, and then like the people that are like questioning you aren't a buyer. Like they're there to kind of like cock block you or like try to F with you, and raise like doubts with like people who are buying your plants, and kind of cast you in like a very dubious like cast some doubt on your credentials. Have you guys had that? Like and the thing is, like, if you got anything to say to me, you can just DM me. You just DM me, right? But then like it's a sale post. Okay, nonetheless, I have a sale post. Okay, I have a sale post, and then this person just like put like, hey, like, are you selling plants for this other person? I'm like, no, I'm selling plants, like my plants. And then the person's like, oh, well, if you're selling these, like you should have used a certain kind of wording to make sure that people know that this is yours, right? The thing is, like, that sale hasn't even happened yet. Firstly, right? So they don't know like what I'm gonna write during the post. Okay. Secondly, it's not that I haven't said that these plants that I am selling, they are made using like what we call self-pollination. So that like there's one mother plant, and then the mother plant itself pollinated, and then it produced a batch of seeds, and then we grow the seeds, and so like this is that. I thought it's pretty clear. Like I put like Nigel's NXT red crystal. Okay, so when you're buying this red crystal, right? This came from the self of this plant, and I have like hundreds of them. And so like, firstly, who in the right mind will be like, oh, I'm buying a cut of the plant that is of go. It's not a clone sale. The clone of my NSE mother plant, girl, it could be 4 figures. People be offering me 5 figures for like my mother plants. Hello. Yes. So like, yeah. Okay. So, so of course, like, like it is the self of that mother plant. And I wrote like, I say like, oh, it's the NSE red crystal. NSE because, oh, this red crystal is from NSE. And like, I have been giving like details of like, oh, I got this plant in 2020, like through an auction directly from NSE. It's not from somebody else. Yes. So this person just put like on my post. They didn't even like come to me, right? They put it on the post, are you selling on behalf of NSE? Are you selling on behalf of Init? And then they tag Init in the comment. I wanted like a 1 minute of silence for you guys to just sit with it, okay? Because like you gotta imagine, for me, if you were me, you want to sell something, okay? Something that you made, something you're very proud of. And then this person drop it in and be like, hey, are you selling for another person? Because like it seems like you're trying to act like you're selling for them. So I said, hey, this is seriously so unnecessary, and I'm very open with having a conversation about this instead of guessing if there's any bad intentions on your behalf. Have you seen like a pattern? If you haven't, look at my previous video, okay? But when I talk to people, I always like give them a huge room, honey, a huge room for the benefit of a doubt, okay? Like I have grace. I give you grace. I'll always treat you kind. Okay, I try to be as kind as possible. I'll always be gracious to people. I always like give them the benefit of doubt that I think like they have the best intentions, and I think the best out of them. Okay, so that's just me. So they say, okay, we can have a conversation. I'm like, good. So what's up? What? And then this person is like, I think it's important to be transparent about the lineage and the origin of a plant. I was like, it is. And this person is like, ain't these selves of your NSERC, which is a self of Init? I think it's quite obvious. And, if some people want to nitpick about this kind of thing. But yes, nonetheless, like, I'm selling the selves of this RC. And the person's like, the name insinuates that they think that my post insinuates that I am selling red crystal from NSE nursery. Oh, girl, Init, if you're watching this, hello. Girl. So this person is like, you didn't say these were selves of your red crystal. You call them select NSE red crystals. And I was like, I think you're the only person who misunderstands it that way. That I would be like, since when I'll be selling? I'm not working for NSE. Oh my god. And so he's like, oh, it's not true. When I have to explain this to others, they felt misled. Okay. So firstly, he has to explain this to somebody else. Secondly, there are people who tell him then that they felt misled. Like who? So I was like, I told you guys, right? Screenshots is everything. I'm screenshotting this private message. But you know what? Again, I'm not trying to expose anybody, okay? But you know what? You guys want contacts. You want some receipts. Girl. I'm just using what I'm provided. Okay, so is that like who? Screenshots. I need evidence of people who are actually misled. Like if you can tell me. If you can tell me. And then he's like, but you are using the NSE brand to sell your plants. If I don't provide lineage, you'll be asking where that red crystal come from. Is it poached? Is it from the dumpster? Is it from Mars? If I put it there, you say, you're trying to use the NSE brand to sell your plants. Girl, they try to get me. they try to get me. Girl, they try to get us, honey. You can read the doll. Okay, LOL, I'm using my plant to sell my plants, bro. NSE is then lineage. Do you think I need any branding other than my own to sell any of my plants? Oh my god, I'm feeling a little bit arrogant here. Bro, people want a Mori gardening plant. They want a Nigel plant. God forbid I will be trying to sell somebody else's stuff as my own. Oh, honey. And then this person is like, I don't think you need it, which is why I'm confused why you wouldn't be as transparent as possible. Girl, like what? Do you need me to like strip naked and pose with the plant and show you all the receipts of like this plant? This is what I say, like when people are like so nitpicking. Okay, people are so. The thing is, like, I feel like this is not just this person. I feel like a lot of people might be like this, or maybe some. I don't know. Okay, but then like if you have dealt with somebody who's like this before, this is what I'm trying to do here, right? To show you that like I have to deal with this kind of people before too. Okay, you're not alone in this. And then I said like I am transparent about it, or at least I thought I am. And then they're like, select selves of my NSERC. I sell selves of my poor, and not once I not specified that they were selves. Like, would I, like, okay, so why would I not say that they are selves? Or like, why would they not be selves? Right? Because I put the picture there, right? Like, and I just NSERC, right? And I have many times specified that they are selves on all social media platforms. Okay. So I'm just like trying to be nice. Okay, I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice because like at this point I'm like, honey, babe, I really hope that you're not policing people like this. It's imposing your standards you put on yourself on others. The tea. I think I'm clear and transparent with what I'm doing, and I think that's enough. Honey, I'm enough. I've been doing enough. And then honey, and then out of nowhere, this came out, which I feel so offended. I was very bothered by this, to be honest. This is still fresh, so I'm still bothered about this while making this video, okay? I mean, you claim you are not doing this for money. Why would you not specify exactly what you're selling? I specified. Okay, so then I said, you're still insisting that I'm relying on the NSE brand, LOL. I'm not clone or lineage obsessed as some people. I think I pay enough attention, and I'm clear that it is my NSE that I use. I made these plans. So this person really want me to change my listing so I can be more clear. And I was like, actually, this time I'm not going to relent because I think you're the only one who is making things complicated for God knows what reason and twisting what is presented to a worst case scenario that puts me in a position of doubtable integrity. Honey, I've been to college. And then it's like, look, I'll delete my comment. No! But I think it's important to be as clear and transparent as possible. No! Just leave it. I don't care anymore. But at least things are clearer to me now. Actually, I don't think like that person understands this, but when I say like things are clear to me now, it's like things are clearer to me now about you. Not about lineage and stuff like that. No. About you. About you. I'll say it one more time. About you. Clearer about you. As a person. Or as a person that I want around me. And so like, I mean, the thing is like, I wouldn't want him to delete. I don't need that comment to be gone. I don't like, what? Yeah. But you know what? People delete, right? People delete. Girl, I got the screenshot. Girl. And let me tell you, not a lot, like some people, there are some people who also got the screenshot and they sent it to me. And of course, I sent the screenshot to somebody else. Let me tell you, screenshots. In my first video, I say screenshots, okay, of the plan that you buy, of the conversations, so that you can call people out. Because, girl, oh my god, it's like the drag queen's like, blame it on the edit. Is it Pipi O'Hara? Blame it on the edit. Girl, honey, like, blame it on the edit. this is a screenshot. I'm not gonna Photoshop these. It's already gone, so like the comment is gone. If the person who messaged me is okay with me sharing their name, I will, but I won't do it without the permission. If there's a person who asks this person that I'm talking to that they feel like my post is not clear or might be a little bit misleading, or they felt like, oh my god, I was almost misled, I was almost scammed by Nigel, and they're okay with this person telling me that, like, then this person will send it. Oh, thank you. I hope that person doesn't buy from me at all if they don't come to me directly. Like, girl, like, if you like, and the thing is, like, if you are just like talking about these, the people who support, okay, let me tell you the tea, okay? The people who support you, they will support you. The people who support you, they will support you, and the people who don't, they will talk behind your back. So I'm not sure if, like, the person that went to this person and be like, oh, I'm very confused about Nigel's post. I'm not sure if, like, they're actually a buyer in the first place. But the thing is, like, a lot of people who try to do this kind of like small little things, they are not an interested party in the party that you are hosting. Anyways, okay, they're not gonna buy anything from. They're not like interested. They're not gonna be like, hey, I really like this plan. Can you tell me more about it? No, honey. And so like I say, right, like, if the person doesn't want to buy it, if they don't want to come to me and be clarified, I don't want them to buy from me at all, because the thing is, like, if you're unsure, don't buy the plan. If you're unsure, do not buy the plan. Because what? In my last video, I was unsure, right? In my last video, I almost got scammed, or I got scammed a little bit. I was unsure because, like, the first time the seller did not ship my plan for like 1.5 weeks, 2 weeks. Okay, I'm like, girl, just send me the plant. Send me the plant. Just send me the plant. Okay, or like, if you cannot send me a plant, like, don't give me excuses. Just give me like, hey, is it okay for me to postpone the shipping until this time because I have like family emergency or something like that, right? Or if you have that explosive diarrhea, you'd be like, oh my god, I'm having issues. Like, you know, give somebody like a date that you're gonna fulfill, okay? But also, like, if you cannot do that as a seller, the customer is always right. Like, they have to be able to say, like, if you cannot ship it, I need a refund. The thing is, like, you're not losing any money. The plan is still yours. You're losing an opportunity. Nobody's forcing anybody to buy things, okay? Okay. And then this person is like, that attitude is exactly why they won't come forward. The threat of retaliation is real. If you ever find people unhappy with my posts, please encourage them to talk to me. Girl, what is going on with you? Like, don't make this about you. It's like, what? I mean, why would people not go to the seller directly for stuff? You're afraid of retaliation. You're a good expert and well known in the community. If you know Boy Gardening, we have a replacement policy, which is that we will replace plants. If you buy Grow Choice from us, we will replace plants from you. And in the next video, I'm going to show you the proof, okay? I'm going to show you the proof that I actually do what I say. I replace plants. I have been doing that for years. It's not something that I publicize because I feel like that is not going to be something that other sellers will like, because like most sellers, let me tell you, 99.9% of sellers do not do replacement. Okay? Yes. And so I was like, oh babe, I literally have a free replacement policy, and if anybody wants a refund for their plants because they don't like it, I refund them. Because girl, like, if I send you the plant and you're like having so much problem with it and you're like, oh my god, I don't like it, it's like, okay. And then she's like, same here, but that doesn't always make me feel comfortable about it, blah blah blah. Okay, so now I'm going back to, and then I really want to go back to the money thing, okay? So early on, he said, I mean, you claim that you're not doing this for money. So he's claiming that like I'm selling plants for money, right? Okay. And so for that in the accusation, I was like, no, I can do a lot of other things to make money. I do this for fun. Guys, this is a small business. This is not like a big business. I do everything myself, packing the plants, pollinating, like repotting, uppotting, whatever thing, right? Like, this is the hobby. The gardening is the hobby. If somebody is like managing like a whole nursery, like if you're a CEO and then you're like, you know, like you're not the person who is mixing the substrate, repotting thousands of plants, washing used pots, drying them so they can reuse them again. You are managing the business, and you are the top dog that's like making the money. Okay, I am like the minimum wage person, or like no wage person, right? I pot plants, I replant plants, I pack, I ship. I have to drive down to the UPS store. I design my own things. I have to. I buy the supplies on Amazon, and I gotta do all these logistics like manual labor. Okay, and I do this for fun. And I've always believed that like if you don't like this, you can shift. Your priority can shift, right? Like you then become like you own like acres of land, and then like you kind of like have to become like a business person that you manage, right? Yeah. Like priorities can change. You can still love plants, but like you don't do all these like manual things. But I do these manual things. I don't think I'll ever not want to do them, or I have my business so big that like I am like a manager. I'm not a manager person. I don't like to manage things. I don't trust I don't trust people with my plans anyway. I will be the person who's pollinating. I will be the person who make the decisions. I'll be the person who say like what plant is good, what plant is not good, and like like I do all these things, right? So I do this for fun, and then if you're supporting me, you're just supporting a person who truly loves what he's doing. That's it. Then why do you need to do so much marketing? So this person, and I was like, it's like excavating, right? Like, what is this person's problem? And I was like swimming deeper and deeper into like this crevice. Then why do you need to do so much marketing? Because it's fun. I love branding and design. I'm an artist, and even marketing is an art form to be mastered. And I'm not saying this out of arrogance or disrespect for Init or other OG sellers, but I really do not care about their brand. I care about the plant, and that's true. And I'm gonna I'll share this in like my future video about how like famous people like fame, like it doesn't bother me. It's not like out of disrespect. Like it's like I have respect for everybody. I see everybody as the same. Like I do not care if you're a celebrity or not. Like you're just a human being to me. We're all the same. Like just because you have $1 million business, you have like acres of land, you have like dozens of workers working at your nursery for you, like it doesn't mean anything to me. No, it doesn't. Like, yeah, famous people don't impress me, or like even fame. Like I've been there, and so like I don't let fame kind of like change my character. That won't be for another video, okay? Okay, so he says he's gonna go sleep and blah blah blah. I just think that we have different opinions about what it means to be transparent. I've removed my comment because it seemed to bother you. But remember, this may not be about money for you, but this hobby is for collectors who do spend a lot of money on plants, and even if one person is confused or misled, that is too much for me. Girl, you go save the world. Okay, so my response is, well, I would really like to know if there's anybody who bought a plant from me who felt cheated or scammed or misled, even if they had buyer's regret or they killed their new plant within a month or a year, to which I would replace no matter what or how long it's been. Because I want you guys to enjoy the plants that I created. I want you guys to see that they grow up. It's fun to grow plants. So if you have, and I was like putting it, so if you have heard any of that, let me know. And he's like, okay, but there's nothing to do with killing a plant. I was like, oh, I'm just trying to bring across the point that I don't care about money. I'm not calculative for all these things, because I understand like it's a privilege for me to not be calculative with all these things, because I have a lot. I have abundance of whatever I need, right? Something can be very rare and precious to somebody else. I have a lot of it. Like, I don't mind like sharing, I removed my comment because it seemed to bother you. Girl, I'm not bothered with the comment per se, but I'm bothered that it's you who made the comment. It is you. It is you, baby. It is you. And then also offended by this comment that they made about like, you claim you're not doing this for money. Okay, so like this, the next day, I actually like just changed the title because like, like I just like want to get it like I just like done. Like I don't want to talk about it anymore. Like I'm gonna move on, right? And so like, oh, it looks like you changed the title of the post. That is great. I really don't think that like it is very consequential. I don't think that somebody's gonna lose their life over it. That they bought a plan for me under this title of the post, and it felt so misled that they unalived all the other plants in the collection. Oh my god! If you look at my previous video, right, like that one, ooh, girl, that experience, right, that kind of a scam is what blows you apart, honey. But yeah, this is what I've got to say, okay? Nonetheless, I think that what you did is very unsavory and unwarranted. Having a purge or a sale post is very stressful enough for you sellers, you guys know. And for you to openly post something like that is not a good look. Not for me, not for you. Maybe nobody told you this before, or maybe you've known, but you just don't care. Your behavior is actually very unpopular. In fact, it is what deters some people from participating in the community. Let me tell you, girl. He's saying that like I'm not brave. Like people are afraid of retaliation. That's why they don't come to me for questions. Honey, like it's your behavior that causes people like discomfort. That you are like just being so rude, like posting a comment like that on somebody else's perch or sale post or auction post, right? Because I'm gonna let you have it, girl. Oh my god, 2026, I'm gonna let you have it, honey. You know what? This is just like me leading by example. Okay, I'm gonna show you how it's done. I'm gonna show you how it's done. I gotta walk the talk and talk the walk, and I gotta show you guys how it's done, baby. Because like you might be scared of like this kind of people who did this kind of thing to you. We gotta speak up. 2026, we gotta speak our truth, baby. We gotta speak. If you don't speak now, when? Right? Okay, so I went on to say, you may not have evidence of people explicitly doubting my product, my integrity, my intention, and my approachability, but I do have receipts of people finding some of your behaviors rather distasteful, offensive, hey, where am I? Intimidating, off-putting, etc. Because girl, let me tell you, I have receipts. Guys, next time is like, who got the receipt? Nigel, I got receipts, okay? I got receipts. Oh my gosh. Okay, I simply do. Let me continue. Right, this is my comment. I simply do not have the energy or urge to do anything about it when people were talking about this person to me. Okay, and I was like, none of my business. Mind my own business. Mind my own business until somebody's minding my business. I'm gonna let you have it. Oh. But since this time it has happened to me personally, I thought I should speak my piece as kindly as I can. I try, baby. And of course, like, I'm gonna like let them down easy. I'm sure that you are a very nice person in person. I'm very sure you're a very nice person in person, and that you carry the best intentions. But sometimes things can be mistranslated. This conversation could have been avoided if you slide into my DMs or the seller's DM, right? Somebody else, right? Because like this is not the first time they have done this in multiple platforms. You know why? Because I got the receipts and the teas and the screenshots. Trust. Okay, but this is important. Okay, so it's not what you say or how you say it. At the end of the day, it's how you make people feel. Is it the truth, girl? Is it the truth? It is not what you said or how you said it. It's not what you did or how you did it. At the end of the day, it's how you make people feel about you and about themselves or about the situation. Feelings, baby. Let's talk about feelings. Okay. And my truth is you make me feel very targeted. Okay. Honesty, transparency, vulnerability, and being clear with me. I'm not saying like how he's making other people feel, right? I'm saying I'm like being like, okay, it's me, okay? You made me feel very targeted, disrespected, and awkward. It's very awkward, baby. Okay. And then he said, I 100% agree with you that my approach was unwarranted and I should have messaged you directly. You're correct. And don't know why you think that you're a victim here. What? I'm a victim here? Wait, like, you know, like, wait, so they're like, do you see how like they're throwing something new in this? I'm like, girl. If 90% of the community have one opinion on how to do something, but your marketing says to do it another, you always go with marketing. I'm not the only person who found some of your practices misleading, yet you continue to do them. I'm 100% going to take your feedback and try to do a better job because you're right. But will you incorporate what any of I or anybody in the community has to say in future posts? I was like, yes, of course. I will always want to be clear. The thing is like, I take critique, right? Because I want to improve, you know? Like, yeah, why not? But then the thing is like, girl, I will still do me and what's authentic to me. And if there's any consequence, too bad. I'll have to bear it because my brand is my face and my face is my brand, guys. You guys know me, right? Girl, I'm on YouTube, just here. I'm on Instagram and TikTok at Boy Gardening and also on Facebook / Boy Gardening. I also have my website, boygardening.com. However, I will reject anything that I deem as rather inconsequential but more cock blocking. And pardon the language. I don't know how to say it. Like, but you guys get what I mean. It's like they're just trying to like find problem with you when like there's no problem. But like, oh, just in case like people get misled and like they try to gatekeep, control, manipulate, or try to like have power over you. Responding to his comment that like, I'm not the only person who found some of your practices misleading. Okay, so my practice is misleading, right? This is my response. That will continue to be merely accusatory. Accusatory. It's an accusation. Defamation. Until a victim actually came out and say, oh, I got cheated by Nigel because his marketing is so good, honey. His branding is so good that he misled me. I bought something that I shouldn't have bought, that I didn't know that I'm buying. And I was like, girl, I'm gonna let them have it. I hope that one day you'll know that your behavior is rather harmful or it does harm to people on the other side. Girls, guys, let me tell you. There will always be people who think something about you, okay? Everybody will think something about you, okay? And this is what I have to say to this person, but also like, you know, for you. I will learn to live with that. I can't please everybody, nor can you. Nobody's perfect, okay? So when somebody's like, you should do this, you shouldn't do that, blah, 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 you can't please everybody. If you're going with everybody, like, you got nothing that's original to you anymore, okay? We can agree to disagree when nobody's pocket is harmed, which is true. Nobody got scammed. And yeah, we have to, at this point, like, let's agree to disagree. Feelings, though, nobody's pocket is hurt, but feelings, girl, I'm not happy. That's why I'm making this video, right? And I'm just like, this is it. The end of the conversation. Honey, baby. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. Okay, so what do you think? Leave in the comment down below. What do you think? This is not about exposing somebody, okay? This is story time. This is me telling my experience, sharing with you guys. And, you know, like, I'm bothered by it to a certain extent, right? I know I told you in, like, the previous video, like, don't be bothered. But, you know, the thing is, like, I feel like there's always something to learn from this. Something to make out of your suffering. Don't let your suffering go to waste. Because you know what? If you got nothing to hide, then you got nothing to hide. Okay? So yes, let me know what you guys think about this. But you know what? Like, commenting on other people's posts and like seeding doubts, like, isn't that like more harmful to the community? Like, I'm sure like we can all be as clear as possible. Like, more and more. Yes. There's no perfection, right? Yeah, but the thing is, like, yes, I am on YouTube, I am on TikTok, I am on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I am on the Facebook groups, I am on Palm Street. Like, honey, I'm doing a lot. I'm doing a lot for my business. I'm doing a lot to build this brand, honey. And so, yeah, I'm doing a lot, and I am very proud of it because I enjoy this. And I think like it's so hard. Is it like, okay, let me, you guys tell me, is it hard for people to like understand the joy of doing what you love when they have never had it before? Like, yes, I don't know. Like, oh my god, this thing is so hard to say. Okay, but there's two things. Okay, there's two things. If you're doing a legit business, and people are like critiquing your business or your marketing or whatever, because like it's so new, it's so good. Okay, next time when you hate on somebody else's idea, maybe it's good for us to be like, hold, do I really hate that idea? But it's just that like I'm not happy that I didn't come up with the idea. You know, because let me tell you, sometimes people hate your ideas because they rather it be them who came up with the idea, who executed the idea, and made the idea actually a success. Honey, oh my god. Right? So like, yeah, like when you're so bothered about somebody else's business and you have nothing to do with it, but you look from like a mile away, like 1,000 miles away, and you'll be like, oh my god, I'm so bothered with like what they're doing, and they seem to be quite successful. There must be something wrong. You know, like, have you ever wondered, like, maybe it's like, oh my god, I hate it that I'm not the person who did it. I'm not the person who is experiencing that level of elevation, that level of alignment, that level of progress and success and whatever, you know. But I know what, people will never like acknowledge it or admit it, right? One, okay. But number two, which, you know, I'm gonna make a separate video about it because, girl, this video is going too long. Guys, I was wondering, like, if what I'm doing or what they find so like misleading or offensive, if it's done by not me, but somebody who is straight, somebody who is a white person or a straight white man, like, would it be different? Let's just think about it. Let's just think about it. Because like I know that the immediate thing's like, no, of course it's not. Okay, let's think about it. Like, you know, like, consider the privilege, but also like the prejudice existing, right? There's double standards everywhere. But is this an example of how it might be? I don't know. The thing is, like, they will have to, you know, defend themselves. Like, if what Nigel is doing is done by somebody else, like, would you be so disturbed and bothered? If what Nigel is experiencing, this brand, this, like, I don't want to say success or even fame, you know, whatever. It's like experienced by like a straight white man. Would you be so like, I'm gonna try to clock them. I'm trying to read them. But let me tell you, you can read the doll. You cannot read the doll. So yes, I'm gonna talk about prejudice, privilege in the red plant community, and what it does with sexism, race, and homophobia. In my next video. No, in another video. Because the next video, I'm going to talk about how I deal with people who might or might not want to scam a plan or two out of me, right? But yes, let me know in the comments below. This is, again, how many times I've said this already? This is not about exposing somebody. This is not about getting somebody canceled and like trying to divide parties. And no, this is just me sharing my actual lived experience, sharing how I feel, and partly like I hope that my story resonates with some people. You know, it might not be in the reference scene, it might not be in the same situation, it might not even be like business related, but there are always some people who's trying to like get you, you know, like try to get you, and you're like, yeah, let me know if this resonates with you. And I sent you all the light and the love. Thank you. Please like and subscribe this video, this channel, comment, share your story. You can follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Boy Gardening. There's also the Facebook group where I post almost daily. And of course we have boygardening.com where you can find all my creations that I made it myself, that created myself. Thank you. I am very thankful for anybody who has supported my brand or wants to support my brand, who wants to support me. Yeah, don't be afraid to talk to me. I am just like you, just like anybody else, and I'm not better than you, you're not better than me, you know, we're all equals. I just want to share my experience, my plans, my messages to you while, you know, the planet is still here. And yes, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video, part 3. How do I deal with people who try to scam plants from me? I'll see you in the next one.